What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today, hey, I've been waiting to bring this series to my channel for months, literally months. I've kind of been waiting for the IPL season to finish before I started this series, just so we could kind of get past the IPL, because most of my content at the moment is focused on the IPL. But look, I'm actually recording this a day after, unfortunately, Andrew Simons has passed away. So, firstly, again, I know I made a video on it yesterday, but I do want to, again, give my prayers and all my love to the Simons family, the wider cricket community. You know, it's such a big loss that we are experiencing. But I just wanted to bring this series to the channel now, because I think it's the best time to do so. We are going to be having a series flashback, a rewind. We're going to cover the most exciting, greatest cricket series of all time. Border Gavaskar trophies, Ashes series, India versus Pakistan games, World Cups. We're going to be covering all of just any. So if you guys have a great series to recommend from 1922, but, you know, maybe just any series of any good cricket, I will 100% go through, because this is something I've wanted to do, and I don't think I've ever seen anyone really do this. So, you know, we're going to kind of be first to it. But we've got the ICC World Cup 2002/2003. Firstly, I was actually only born in 2002. So, you know, if I want to say that I was watching, I can't say I was, because I was barely alive at that point. I was only about 6 months old, so I wasn't exactly, you know, paying too much attention back in the day to this. But, you know, now we're able to come to this series and go through it all together. People, you know, whenever you ask someone, mostly an Australian, and you ask them what was Australia's best World Cup and most dominant World Cup, a lot of people would say 2003, especially a lot of the old great Aussies. And this is arguably the greatest Australian team. This is, you know, there's a great Pakistan team, the great India team, England, West. Like, there is so many good cricket nations at this time and in this World Cup, which we are going to cover today. So, hey, if you guys are new, subscribe. You like cricket, subscribe. We're going to get straight into it. Fixtures and results. Now, obviously, we're not going through every game, because there's about 60 that are played. But we're going to go to the bottom. We're not going to go through any of the, you know, crap. Like, we're not going to go through Zimbabwe or Namibia, with all due respect. We're going to... So you see the first game here, which I'm not going to cover it, but I do want to have a look at the scorecard, just so we can show some of the great names that were actually playing back then. So you see here, player of the match was Brian Lara. I mean, that's just as good as it gets to start us off. Chris Gale at the top of the... Damn, Chris! 2 for 21? Wait, what's the M stand for? I don't know, but he hit 2 for 21. 2 runs off 22 balls is not great. Lara, you've got Chanderpaul, Carl Hooper, the skipper. What about the bowlers? What sort of bowlers they got? Oh, well, I mean, let's go through South Africa bowling. Sean Pollock, Alan Donald, Jack Cullis. I mean, that's really as good as it gets. Here we go. South Africa batting. Which back then, South Africa would have probably been close to favourites to win. So this just shows also, by the way, how good this team was. Herschel Gibbs, Gary Kirsten, Diaper, Jack Cullis, Jonty Rhodes, Mark Boucher, Sean Pollock, Alan, like, bro, that's that's almost as good as a South African team you could ever get. But I did just want to go through that very quickly. I don't notice any of these bowlers except for Chris Gale, who bowled 10 overs. People really forget that Chris Gale was an all-rounder early in his days. 10 overs, 60 runs, 2 wickets. Well done to the man, Chris. All right. I just wanted to quickly, you know, go over that. Go over, you know, just some of the teams, so we can kind of get used to the players that are kind of, you know, that were in this series, essentially. Is there any other... Which ones? What's the next game we should go through? No, I'm going to leave this one till later. All right, Australia-Pakistan, match 4. Let's have a look-see. Let's have a look. You can see some of the names that were in this team now. The Aussies batting first. We won this game, by the way. And the reason I'm actually covering this series first is because of this exact match, especially. I mean, look at the names here. Adam Gilchrist, Matthew Hayden. It's as good as an opening pair can get. Ricky Ponting in at 3. Damien Martin, Jimmy Ma. Damien Martin got bowled for a golden duck by Akram. And this is why we wanted to come to this series and this match especially. Not out, 143 not out off 125 deliveries, 18 fours and 2 sixes, a strike rate of 114. Andrew Simons, the late great himself, won this game for Australia. And a lot of people, especially over the last 24 hours, of course, all the stories and stuff that people are talking about Simo, and about the great stuff that he did. A lot of people say this was his turning point in his career. Like, he was always a decent all-rounder. He was always around the mark, could always hit a long ball, but was never really that guy to cement a spot in the middle order. And now you can look at this scorecard in a World Cup. 143 not out in a World Cup game against Pakistan, who back then Pakistan were feared by literally everyone. So what a knock! Like, seriously, what a knock! It's what got his career. It's what made him play Test cricket for a lot longer years after that. It's what gave him the confidence. It's this would have been the start of his career, essentially. The next step into his career. And what a knock to do it against Pakistan. Brad Hogg's in there, the man Hoggy. Ian Harvey, some people might not know that name. Brett Lee, Binger, he would have been young. And of course, big man Jason Gillespie, star. So, then you had a look, Glenn McGrath as well was in this team, of course. All right, let's go through it. The bowlers here, Wasim Akram took 3. Shoaib Akhtar took 2. Waqar Younis took 2. Like, this is why people were so scared of Pakistan. When you've got a bowling lineup of Akram, Akhtar, and Waqar Younis, and Shahid Afridi, and Yunus Khan, you literally, that's almost impossible to win. That is genuinely... How did Pakistan not dominate? That's what I want to know, the early 2000s. They really should have been the best team in the world with a bowling lineup of that. That is incredible. Let's have a look at their batting, though. So you've got the man Shahid Afridi opened up. Okay. He made 1. Inzamam Ul Haq, of course, was in this team. Muhammad Yusuf, Yunus Khan. And then you got the other guys down here. But, hey, damn, no one scored over 30. Oh, 33, okay. All right, into the bowlers, though, I do want to have a look at. Glenn McGrath, 1 for. Gillespie, 1 for. Brett Lee, 1 for. Ian Harvey took 4 for 58. Okay, bit of a nice deck there. Brad Hogg also took 3 for 54 off 10. He was so underrated back in his days, big Hoggy. And then, obviously, we had a Shane Warne who took his spot in every format. Was playing around back then. Well, it was actually the end of Warnie's career when Hoggy was kind of playing a lot more white ball cricket. Okay, so we're going to go on to the next match. Of course, I'm not going to go through it. I'm going to go through about 6 to 7 games here. Let's find India's first game. When was their first game? So you had Canada was playing. Kenya was a part of it. And here we go. India versus the Netherlands. Gee whiz. India bowled them out for 136. Okay. So here we go. So just quietly, India got bowled out by the Netherlands for 204. India got bowled out by the Netherlands. What? That's kind of bad. I mean, they're lucky that they probably ended up bowling them out for under 200 as well. All right, India into bat. You see here the skipper, Ganguly, of course, at the top. 8 for 32. That's not great. Sachin. That's what he did. 52 off 72. Cool to see him opening in white ball cricket, of course. Didn't open all the time, right? I mean, he was always at number 3. You got the man Suwag there at 3. Dravid at 4. Yuvraj Singh at 5. Muhammad Kaif at 6. You've got Dinesh Mongia. I actually don't know who that is, so hey, shout out to him. You got the man Harbhajan Singh, Anil Kumble, Zahir Khan, and Javagal Srinath. I'm actually unsure of that last name. Of course, that's a very familiar last name. I just don't know the first name, but I mean, and it makes you wonder how this Indian team wasn't the most dominant team back in the day. There were seriously some cricketing powerhouses back in the day. I want to go through their bowlers now, though, India. Where are they? So you got Srinath, 4 for 30. Shit. Zaheer Khan, 1 for 17 off 8. Economical. Harbhajan, 1 for 20 off 10. Kumble, 4 for 32 off 10. Whew. I mean, Netherlands would have never ever seen a spinner that good before. Ganguly bowled 4 overs. Sachin bowled 4 overs as well. And the man Suwag rolled the arm over 3 times as well, which you never really saw too often. So, India started their tournament off with a win. A very close win, actually, because with all due respect, you should not be getting bowled out by the Netherlands, but you get the win. That's all that matters. That is all that matters. All right, so we're going to move on to our next game now. Our next game is, look, Australia-India. Was that our next game? Australia-Pakistan. Woohoo! So the next game between these two teams was the 11th match of the tournament. Very early in the tournament, and we bowled India out for 125. Wow. So India were into bat first, bowled out for 125. Where did it go wrong? Sourav Ganguly at the top, of course, 9. Not ideal. Sachin, of course, I mean, all he did was make runs. Like, even if India got absolutely smashed, like they did in this game, Sachin still gave something. 36 off 59, top scored for the team. That's all you can ask for, to be honest. Virender Sehwag out for 4. Dravid, 1 run off 23 balls. It's not great. Yuvraj Singh in there. He's gone for a duck. Mohammad Kaif gone for a single. Monagia gone for 13. Kumble with some inspirational late runs. Not out for 16. Harbhajan gone for 28. Zaheer Khan and Srinath to end it off. Let's see who did the damage with the ball. Darren Lehman back in the side here. That's cool. All right, let's go through it. Glenn McGrath, 1 for 23 off 8. Okay. Brett Lee, 3 for 36 off 9. Gillespie, 3 for 13 off 10 with 2 maidens. Simons, none for 25 off 6. Okay. Brad Hogg, 1 for 16 off 4. And the man Darren Lehman rolled the arm over 4 times. 1 for 7 off 4. Very, very economical and very good. Okay, into the Aussie batsmen. Who did the damage here? Gilchrist, 48. Matty Hayden, Ricky Ponting finished the game off in style. There, 45 not out for Haydos. 24 not out for Punter, and really gets the job done super easily. Kumble took the only wicket of the game as well. So, I mean, some early domination in this tournament from the Aussies, clearly. You know, you want to have a look here at the above my face cam here. Australia romp home by 9 wickets at the Centurion. That's in Zimbabwe? Or is that South Africa? I can't remember. Okay, so, all right, let's move on to the next game. Let's see who is the next game we're going to cover. We're not going to be covering any low-class games either, like now that I've just thought about it. Where's Australia? India. Here we go. So, I mean, you've got a team like Kenya, Namibia. Like this, that is a throwback couple teams right there. When was the last time Kenya and Canada played in a World Cup? Probably this. All right, next game. Let's have a look-sees. I do want to have a look at this New Zealand team just very quickly. So, I just want to see who was playing for the Kiwis back in the day. Of course, we have covered South Africa, which is okay. All right, here we go. So, Craig McMillan, Stephen Fleming, and Nathan Astle at the top, of course. Who else did they have? Any other names? Brendan McCullum batting down the order. Of course, would have taken the gloves back in the day. Daniel Vittori and Shane Bond. So, I mean, this wasn't a team that you could mess around with either, this Kiwi team. They never are a team that you can underrate because they will beat you when you don't expect it. So, hey, that's a pretty good team there from the Kiwis as we wait here just to get back to the fixtures. Okay, all right, here we go. So, what's the next game? I mean, India, Zimbabwe, I mean, they had an easy win. I was going to say I was playing in this game, but yeah, I wasn't born actually then. I think I started playing in 2004 when I was at the age of 2. So yeah, I was a few years late on this World Cup. Probably lucky I didn't play this World Cup because early days for Zimbabwe, I would have had raw, natural pace on those sort of decks. So yeah, very lucky. So this was in Harare, or whatever it's called. I believe that's in Zimbabwe. So they obviously shared the venues over a few countries for the World Cup, clearly. All right, India into bat first. Made 255. Virender Sehwag, 36. The man Sachin, just dominating, really. 81 off 91. 10 fours. Mongia, I'm unsure. We're going to call him Dinesh. 12 off 37. Sarav down to number 4. The skip, 24. Dravid not out for 43. Yuvraj Singh going for 1. Kaif going for 25. Harbhajan going for 3. And Zahir Khan not out for 13. So really, Sachin and Dravid did big work on this game. He's the man. Where is he? You got Grant Flower, brother of the other Flower, I think. All right, into the Indian bowlers, because this is what I want to see. So Srinath, 2 for 14 off 8. Zahir Khan, 2 for 23 off 7.4. That is no surprise. Everyone used to talk about how they could not play him, so not surprised. Ashish Neera was in this team. Wow. Okay. The man Neera, none for 35 off 7, so probably didn't get another game after that. Harbhajan, 2 for 42 off 10. Ganguly, 3 for... Ganguly, what? Saurav, 3 for 22 off 5. Is that the greatest figures of his career? It has to be. Virender Sehwag bowling 3 overs as well is insane. 1 for 14 off 3, and Mongia as well, none for 16 off 4. So I think early days in this tournament, you can definitely see who the top 3-4 nations are. Australia, India, Pakistan, and the Kiwis by the looks of it early. But also the Windies and South Africa had super teams back in the day. I haven't seen England once. Did England not play? Am I tripping, or did England not qualify? Oh no, there they are. I was like, where are England? Oh shit, did I just press on the wrong one? Fuck. Alright, I think I pressed on the wrong one. Hold on. This is the best thing that this is going to be about this series. There's going to be very limited editing. You'll just get to see the raw footage here as we're learning together. So, we played Zimbabwe. I don't really want to check that out. Let's see. India versus Namibia. Not really. Okay, let's just go to a big game. Let's go to a big one right here of India and England. We haven't actually checked out the England team just yet. So this will be interesting. All right. Here we go. India versus England, arguably the biggest match of the tournament. India batted first. Virender Sehwag, 23. Sachin with another half century. It's what he did. Surav, geez, he's having a rough series, isn't he, the skipper? 19. Mongia, 32. Dravid, 62. Okay, Yuvraj with 42. Some really good late runs there. Nothing from the tail end, though. All right. Here we go. So now we can get our first look at England with their bowlers. Andy Caddick. Okay. Jimmy Anderson. Jeez. Freddie Flintoff. Craig White. Whoever that is. And Paul Collingwood. That's a name that I haven't seen for a while, since I used to play that Ricky Ponting cricket game on the PlayStation. So, hey, shout out to the man Paul Collingwood. All right, England. Let's have a look at the batting. So they've got Tresco Thick. Sadly, I've never heard of him. Nick Knight. Bro, who the fuck are they? Is this Hasib Hamid and Rory Burns? What's this? Michael Vaughan at number 3, of course. 20. Nasser Hussain, of course, was, one of their best captains. 15. That's not great. Alex Stewart going for a golden duck. Paul Collingwood, 18. Freddie Flintoff, 64 off 73. That's class from him. And then, it doesn't matter about the bowlers. So, let's have a look at the Indian bowlers. Where was the damage done? Zahir Khan, 2 for 29 off 9.3. Very economical. Srinath took 1. Ashish Neera, 6. He took 6 against England. 6 for 23 off 10 overs. Whew. shit. That's a day out. I assume he would have gotten man of the match for that, right? Here we go. Yeah, man of the match. 6 for 23 off 10 overs with 2 maidens. Incredible stuff there. Hey, he pretty much won them the game with the ball at the end. So that's where the damage was done. Stuff from Dravid, Sachin, Yuvraj, and then Ashish Neera takes 6 for. So it's a fair effort right there. England down tremendous in this tournament. I don't think we've seen England win one game for this entire tournament so far. So you love to see it, don't you? All right, what are we up to, ladies and gentlemen? So India-England was the last game we covered. Damn! I'm not going to check this game, but Australia, we made 301 and bowled Namibia out for 45. I'm not even going to bother checking it. Oh, man, that sucks. All right, the next big game. Kenya... No, I'm joking. All right. Oh, here we go. Pakistan, India. Woo-wee! Okay, the 36th match of the tournament. So this is like just after halfway of the tournament. This match arguably could have decided who was going to play in the qualifying playoffs or who wasn't. So let's go straight through it. The biggest rivalry in cricket, the biggest rivalry in sport, if you will. The biggest rivalry in the world, if you will, actually. But we won't focus on that. All right, Pakistan into bat first. They made 273. It's a fair effort, actually. You got Saeed Anwar. Okay. Made a ton. 101 off 126 deliveries. No sixes, but 7 fours. Okay, great knock. Tawfiq Umar, 22. Abdul Razak out for 12. Inzamam ul Haq going for 6. That's a big wicket. Muhammad Yusuf going for 25. Yunus Khan going for 32. And then some late runs here from the tail end from Akram and Latif. All right, the Indian bowlers, though, where was the damage done? I mean, they took 7 wickets. Zahir Khan with 2 for, Srinath with 1, Neera just continuing some solid form. 2 for 70. Oh, shit, that's a bit pricey, but 2 for 74 off 10. That's what you would have wanted. Anil Kumble, none for. And then Mongeya also took a wicket down here. So they had a total of 273 to chase down to get a win here. It's actually a pretty big total. All right, India. Sachin Tendulkar, why are we surprised? I mean, 2 short from a ton is heartbreaking, especially against Pakistan. He would have loved nothing more than to score a century in a World Cup against them for the win, but 98, I mean, it's almost just as good. Off 75 deliveries, 12 fours and 1 6, strike rate of 130. Seriously, has he gone under 40 in this series so far? Incredible. This is what he did. Like, no, seriously, this is consistency. This is what the best cricketer in the world did when it mattered the most. So, yeah. Suwag out for 21. Ganguly, oh my goodness. The skipper having a rough series. He's gone for another golden duck. Muhammad Kaif, 35. Dravid not out for 44. Okay. And the man Yuvraj Singh also not out for 50. So they get it done there with about 4 overs remaining. So pretty comfortable in the end. I'd say that's a pretty convincing chase from the Indians. The Pakistani bowlers, Akhtar took 1, Yunus took 2, Afridi took 1, but really, India look way too strong in this team. Something that I'm definitely noticing from this Pakistan team is that their batting wasn't exactly amazing at the top. Like, I mean, this guy made 100, Saeed Anwar, which I do know a little bit about him. I've heard his name countless times, but I've never heard of that guy, actually, or that guy, so maybe I need to do more research. Okay, India get that win. Sachin, player of the match, dominated, obviously. All right, the next game. Let's have a look. What's our next game that we should cover? Okay, so we just covered... which match did we... Where is... Yeah, there it is. Okay, so Australia, England, always a must-watch game. I mean, this is our version of Australia versus... I mean, this is our version of Pakistan versus India. for cricket rivalry, not for anything else, but for rivalry, you know, obviously it's the same sort of thing. England in to bat first. They made 204. Wow. Marcus Tretchcock, 37. You're trash. I'm sorry. Nick Knight, 30. Sorry, you're trash as well. Michael Vaughan, good for two. Oh, Vaughnie, what happened? Vaughnie, what happened? You're gone for two. Get out of here. Nasser Hussain, gone for oh my God. No wonder you guys sucked at this World Cup. He's gone for one. Alex Stewart, 46, that's all right. Paul Collingwood gone for 10. Freddie Flintoff is just, he was such an underrated all-rounder. 45 off 80, decent. Craig White not out. And no one cares about the rest of their batsmen. So, I mean, 204 is pretty shit. So, yeah. All right, bowlers. Who did the damage? Because someone, like, let's see. Glenn McGrath, 1 for 41. Okay. Brett Lee, none. Andy Bitchell, 7 for 20 off... Excuse me? Andy Bitchell took 7 for 20 off 10 in a World Cup, probably qualifying game against England. Take a bow, my friend. And now, that is a name that not many people would know. Especially, like, I know of the name, obviously. But do I know more than that? Not really. Let's have a look here. Just at his stats real quick. Played 19 test matches. 58 wickets. Wow. Played a lot of first-class cricket. A lot of List A cricket. Obviously, a very, very, very good cricketer. You take 7 for against England in any sort of World Cup game, you're a hero in my eyes. So, hey, well done to the man, Andy. Where were we up to? Hoggy, Lehman, Simo. No more wickets there. So, he took 7 for. It's 7 for. Who did he get out? Vaughnie, Nick Knight, these two guys, him, and him. Oh my God, that is domination, seriously, from the man Andy right there. All right, then we had to come in and bat. We got it done with 2 deliveries remaining. Was this game of the tournament? Probably. Okay, Australia. Gilchrist gone for 22. Matty Hayden gone for a 1. Ricky Ponting, 18. That would have been a big wicket. Damien Martin gone for a duck. Wow, we were under all sorts of pressure here early. The fall of wickets, you can have a look right here. It says that we were 4 for 48 after Ricky went out. We were in some danger very, very early. Darren Lehman with a nice little 37 in there. Michael Bevan. Oh, not out. He saved the day for 74 not out. Michael Bevan, wow, he used to do that all the time on home soil a lot. He used to do it in the Big Bash early days as well. And that's an underrated name that I haven't seen for a while, Big Bevo. All right, Simo, damn it, going for a duck. Brady Hogg going for 1. Brett Lee run out for 6. And the man, Andy Bitchell, takes 7 for, and then probably hit the winning runs as well. Not out for 34. Just wow. Andy Bitchell, my friend, you are a superstar. Wow, that's a fair match. He almost single-handedly won this game for Australia. 7 wickets and 34 not out at the end is just as much as you can ask for, to be honest. So we got that one done at the... What stadium is that? The Gquibera? Okay, cool. Oh my God, guys, you just seen over here, Handy Andy sends the Poms packing. He sent them home. Andy Bitchell, my friend, we will get you a statue soon. He sent the Poms packing. That is inspirational. That is as good as life gets, to be real. So, sending the Poms packing. What the hell just happened? Okay, our next game we're going to... How long have we been recording for? It's been a while. I'm actually really enjoying this, so I hope everyone else at home is enjoying watching along with me. If not, that's cool. I'm going to keep doing it. All right, our next big game. We're going to go to the big game. So, you see here, guys, so we won this game, and then it went to... how many matches did we play? So it went to match number 42, and then, of course, it was the teams that had qualified for the top 4 or 6, I would imagine. Australia, Sri Lanka, Kenya, India, Zimbabwe, New Zealand. So it was 6 teams who qualified in the 3 super games, which, would decide who would play in the final and the other finals. So we're not going to go through these scorecards. Actually, fuck it, yeah, we will. Yes, we will. We're going to go through them. I don't care. Because these are important games. These are games where your pride is on the line. Your country is playing to keep their spot in the tournament and win a World Cup. These are the most important games, if anything. So we made 319. Yeah, they were never going to chase that. Let's have a look who did the damage. Gilchrist out for 99. Damn, that sucks. Matty Hayden out for 22. Punter, 114. The skip. Seriously, if there's anything that I've noticed and that I'm taking early from this tournament, is that Ricky Ponting and Sachin Tendulkar really were on another level. Like, let's not beat around the bush. Ricky Ponting and Sachin Tendulkar were in a different area code. They were in a different genre of beasts. Like, they were just incredible. Always so consistent, you see here. 114 is outrageous. 4 sixes. I can guarantee you at least 2 of them were probably pull shots. Damien Martin, half century. Darren Lehman, 10, and then finished off there. Inspirational by Michael Bevan, 1 off 1. So you love that. All right. The Sri Lankan bowlers, which we haven't touched just yet. Chandimar Vas. Okay. He would have taken a lot of polls back in the day. This guy, De Silva. Nope. Hey, the man Motherly, who used to carry this team on his back, took 1 for. Russell! Oh, Russell Arnold! Oh, I haven't seen... Bro. Because he commentated a few games here in Australia last year for the Test Series and the T20s. I love Russell. He's a great guy. Fernando, 3 for 47. Okay. Jay Saraya, bowled 10 as well. Shit. All right, Sri Lanka's batting. Here we go. Atapatu, 16. Jay Saraya, the skipper, retired hurt. Probably got a Brett Lee bouncer, I could imagine. Jaya Wardenay, Tilkaratne, De Silva, Russell Arnold, Kumar Sangakkara, Chandimar Vas, Motherly. De Silva made 92, but other than that, no one really went along with him. The polls for Aussies, Brett Lee, 3 for, G. McGrath, 2 for. Hoggy took 2, and Buff Lehman took 1 as well. So, yeah, clearly we were just the better team, unfortunately. They had a great team, this Sri Lankan team, but against a classic team like the Aussies, I guess they're not really going to get that done. Okay, we move. That could have been bad. I thought I accidentally leaked something for a second. Never mind, it's just my search history, so... Yeah, I didn't get exposed just yet. Okay, here we go. The Super Games, which we're talking about. You've got India, Kenya. We're going to check this, and then I think we're going to go straight to the final, I think. Okay. Kenya, India. Kenya were into bat first, made 225. Yeah, it's never going to win you a game. The bowlers, though, who took it? 2 for Srinath, 2 for Harbhajan, 1 for Dinesh. Okay. So this is who won them the game, essentially. Suag, gone for 3. Sachin, the little master, gone for 5. Okay. And then the skipper finally had an innings, which he would be proud of. And this is why class is permanent. He was obviously in some really bad form this tournament, but stepped up when it mattered most in an elimination game. 107 not out from the skipper to win the game. Really, really good stuff. Drafted 32 and obviously built a great partnership here with Yuvraj Singh, who made 58 of his own runs. So just a really dominant performance there from the Indians. With all due respect, that's what you would expect against Kenya. Let's not beat around the bush. Okay, all right, next game. Next game. What are we up to? They beat them. Then we beat... Damn, we killed New Zealand. I wasn't actually going to check this game, but now I have to because we bowled New Zealand out for 112. So we batted first, only made 208. That's pretty poor. So Ricky made 6. Damien Martin made 31. Bevo, Michael Bevan, you're a superstar. 56. This Andy Bitchell is a legend, a living legend. 64 down the order. Okay, so, I mean, not a great total, but you have to bowl well to try and get a win here. Shane Bond took 6 for 23 off 10. Wow, unreal. And no one else pretty much did anything. So, all right, New Zealand, how did this happen, though? How do you get bowled out for 112 in a World Cup to get sent home as well? Actually, no, this would have they would have played another game, I think. What the fuck? Daniel Vettori opened the batting. That is something I never thought I would have seen. Stephen Fleming for 48, Astle Duck, Chris Cairns 16, Chris Harris not out for 15, but they just got absolutely destroyed by Brett Lee. Brett Lee bowled out this bottom order for a combined 4 runs. Whew. Brett Lee, take a bow, my friend. This was prime Brett Lee as well, don't you forget. This was early career Brett Lee when he was bowling 140s, 145s, just consistently on any deck in the world. Glenn McGrath took 3 for, Brett Lee took 5 for, Ian Harvey and Bitchell took 1 of their own. So, again, another dominating performance here from the Aussies. Shane Bond still got man of the match for 6 wickets. That's a joke. That's a fucking joke. They got bowled out for 112. Why would you not give it to Brett Lee? Is what I would have done, but sure, each to their own. Okay. The next game that we will indeed be checking out is... So, where are we up to? So, we just checked out this one, this game, whatever. India, New Zealand. So, New Zealand played another game, then lost to India. So, that's a big one. Let's have a look. Let's have a look-see here. So this is essentially the playoffs as well. For if you see the word super, that's what they used to call the playoffs back in the day. All right, New Zealand. I mean, New Zealand super disappointing 2 games. You get bowled out for 112, and then the next game you get bowled out for 146. That's embarrassing. India obviously way too good back in the day as well. By the way, India were by far top 2 in the world. So let's not beat around the bush there. McMillan for a duck, Stephen Fleming for 30, Astle a duck, Brendan McCullum for 4, Chris Cairns for 20, Vettori for 13, Daryl Tuffy, Shane Bond. Yeah, they're not going to get it done at the end. So who did the damage? Zahir Khan, 4 for 42 off 8, Srinath, 1 for 20 off 8, Ashish Neera, 1 for 24. Okay. Harbhajan 2 for, Sachin bowled, Sarav bowled, Verinder Sehwag bowled. He took a wicket, and Mongeya took 1 wicket off 1 ball. So hey, okay, a convincing win from the Indians. I mean, all you can tell from this tournament so far is how dominant Australia and India really were this entire tournament. The only game that India lost was to Australia 2 times in the tournament. That's the only team they lost to, which is a pretty incredible effort in itself. So India get the win. These two, no, we don't care about that. Australia, Kenya. Okay, so we played Kenya to get into the final. Obviously, we did that very easily, which that's all you would imagine. And then we played. Okay, so apologies. That was not the playoffs. That was the games leading up to the playoffs to decide who would be in the playoffs, essentially. The top 4. So the top 4 was India, Kenya, and Australia, Sri Lanka. Here we go. Let's jump straight into it. Australia versus Sri Lanka for the first semi-final of the game to decide for a place in the final. Here we go. Australia into bat first. What the fuck did that say? Did that say ball? What the hell? It said ball tampering. What the fuck? So we made 212. That's a solid effort. Not really. That's pretty shit, actually. Oh, I see. The Duck Lewis, the DL method came in for 38 overs. That sucks, but okay, that's decent. Gilly 22, Haydos 20. The skipper 2 runs. Shit. Darren Lehman up to 4, 36, and the man Andrew Roy Simons. when the team was obviously under pressure, we were 3 for 51. Damn! We were 3 for 51 when Matthew Hayden came to the crease. The next wicket we lost was 94 runs later. 93 runs later, in fact. So that is nothing but massive credit. And a match-winning innings here from Roy. 91 off 118 at number 5. Wins the game in my eyes for us. You know, if he goes out for 2 here, there's any chance our tail end gets destroyed and the game's over and we don't win the World Cup. So that's when you stand up when it matters most. Well done, Roy. We love that. Okay, the bowlers. Chandimar Vas, I mean, he was a superstar, so 3 for 34, no surprise. De Silva, Jayasuriya took 2. Okay. Sri Lanka, look, they got bowled out for 123. They weren't competing too much. Jayasuriya, 17. Sangakkara not out for 39, but that's about it. Chandimar Vas as well, 21 not out. Again, that's as good as you're going to get from them. Hey, the man Russell Arnold, 3 for 27. 3 off 27 balls. Classy stuff. Who did the damage with the ball? Glenn McGrath, 1 for. Brett Bingley, 3 for. And Hoggy, 2 for. So really just a clinical, dominant performance from us in the end of the day, which gave us a spot in the World Cup final. Anytime you make a World Cup final, it's a massive deal. Alright. India, Kenya. This is the other game that decided who would verse Australia in the final. India versus Kenya. I still can't believe that Kenya made it this far, but look, anything can happen on your day. So this match matters the most. You are playing to either go home or you're playing to give it your all and because you want to play another game and have a chance at winning a World Cup final. Something that a lot of people will never ever do is win a World Cup. So you give it everything you've got. This is the most important game until the final. So this is the most important game of your life, essentially. Okay. So India into bat first, 4 for 270. Look, 270 was always going to be a bit too much for Kenya to ever chase. So here we go. Who stood up when it mattered? Suak, 33, not bad. Sachin. Are we surprised that he stood up when it mattered most? No, we're not. 83 off 101. And guess who else stood up when it mattered most? The skipper with... Is this back-to-back centuries now? Not out. 111. Wins them the game off his own bat, the skip. After such a bad start to this tournament, he really did come good towards the end when it mattered most. Muhammad Kaif for 15. Yuvraj for 16. And Rahul Dravid. Well, without that not out for 1, they don't win the game. So well done. All right. So the Kenya. Who played for Kenya? Like, you know, I don't want to be an asshole, but with all due respect, I mean, Martin Suji, Thomas Odio, Peter Ongondo, Asif Karim, Steve Teloko, and Collins Oboya. So, with all due respect, I haven't heard of too many of those names. In fact, I haven't heard of any of them, so that's a shame. Okay, so Kenya were into bat. Look, they weren't going to chase it down. Let's just go straight to the bowlers. Zahir Khan has simply dominated this series with the ball. He has not missed a game and has not taken a wicket almost in every game. He was a gun. 3 for 14 off 9.2. Very good. Srinath, 1 off 7. Neera, 2 off 5. Harbhajan, no. Yuvraj, 1 for 43. A bit expensive. Suhag as well. I can't believe Suhag bowled this much. None for 16 off 3. And the man Sachin, 2 for 28 off 6. He did it all, seriously. He batted, he fielded, he bowled. He literally did everything you could on the cricket field. Outrageous stuff from Sachin. So, there you go. The final will be played between Australia and India. Of course, this was 2003, so everyone probably knows the result by now. It was, in fact, my boys, the Aussies. The Aussies got the job done in 2003. We're going to go through the stats here at the end, so don't you guys worry. Player of the series, most wickets, most runs, we will be doing that here at the end. So don't you guys worry. So Australia into bat first. We set a big target, stepping up when it mattered most. 2 only lost 2 wickets for 359. Incredible from the Aussies. Who did the damage? Adam Gilchrist, half century. Matty Hayden, 37. And the skipper. The skipper, Ricky Ponting. The greatest Australian of... No, that might have disrespected Don Bradman there. I was going to say the greatest Aussie to ever play, but obviously you can't defend stats. Don Bradman did average 99, but Ricky Ponting is just as good as any Australian, and as good as any batsman ever got. Not out for 140 off 121, 4 fours, 8 sixes, won us the game single-handedly as far as I'm concerned. It's what he did. It's what Ricky did. It's what Sachin did. It's what these superstar, legendary, one-in-a-generation batsmen did in big games. Damien Martin also you have to give credit to Damien Martin here. 88 off 84. I mean, Damien Martin was a star in his own right as well. So it's just an absolute obliteration from our batting order from Ricky and Damien Martin as well. You have to give Haydos and Gilly credit as well for starting off the innings pretty well. So just classy stuff. And anytime you score 359 in an ODI, you're a big chance to win. Unless Rohit Sharma's on the other team, then probably not. But because he will probably go on and make 264 by himself. So, okay, who did the damage with the ball? They only took 3 wickets, unfortunately, the Indians. Zahir Khan couldn't get it done. Srinath, 10 for 87. Ooh, that's a bad day out. Ashish Nehra, none for 57. Harbhajan, the only Indian bowler to take wickets, 2 for 49 off 8. Suag, none for 14. Sachin, none for 20. Mongeya, none for 39. And the man Yuvraj Singh, none for 12. So they must have gotten a run out. Oh, we only lost 2 wickets. I thought we lost 3. Never mind. Okay. So Harbhajan did the only damage that was done in this entire game. It's just unfortunate that they didn't have another guy to kind of step in and take a few poles. You know, Zahir Khan, Srinath, Nehra, like all of these Indian bowlers have had great tournaments with the ball in hand. So I guess it's just a shame. We batted really well, and maybe India just didn't bowl very well, as we can kind of see here. India into bat, you can never rule yourselves out. You always have a chance to do what the other team did. So you can't rule yourselves out, but they did that pretty early. So Sachin went for a duck, Sachin went for 4, caught and bowled by Glenn McGrath. It's a great start to get the greatest batsman of all time out. Virender Suag, 82 off 81, gave it everything he could. Run out on 82. That could have cost a game, in fact. The skipper, Ganguly, he's had 2 tons. Couldn't get it done here, 24. Mohammad Kaif gone for a duck. Rahul Dravid gave it his all with 47. Yuvraj Singh with 24. Mongeya with 12. Harbhajan 7. Zahir Khan. And yeah, the game was over. Ashish Nehra coming in this late seems a bit crazy though, doesn't it? Like, I know obviously people would have more knowledge on the India 11s back in the day than me, so why was Nehra batting last? Because he was a pretty big hitter, so why would you not play him in front of Mongeya, Harbhajan, even Yuvraj? Yeah, it's a weird one. Okay, I got confused for a second, so bowled them out for 234 off just 39 overs. Unfortunately, you have a look at the fall of wickets here. 1 for 4, 2 for 58, 3 for 59. Built a very good partnership here, but after that it just fell apart pretty much with the tail end. And yeah, clearly we were way too good. Who did the damage here? Glenn McGrath, 3 for, stepped up when it mattered most. It's what he did. 3 for 52 off 8. Brett Lee, 2 for 31 off 7. Bradley Hogg, 1 for 61 off 10. It's interesting to note as well that Brad Hogg was our number 1 spinner going into this tournament as well, by the way. Just want to note that. Darren Lehman as well, but he wasn't someone who bowled, express, spin. None for 18 off 2. Andy Bitchell, 1 for 57 off 10. And the man, Roy Simons. That's the way it should have been. To end off this video, the man, Roy Simons, 2 for 7 off 2. Well done to the man, Roy. He hit 2 big scores this tournament. He took wickets. He obviously would have fielded incredibly well. That is what he did, and that's what he delivered to whatever team he ever played with. So, hey, Australia won the 2003 World Cup. You see here, player of the match was Ricky. Player of the series was that man, Sachin Tendulkar. 673 runs and 2 poles in there. Again, that's what he did. So there's not more, not more for me to say. Let's have a look at the stats in this tournament now, guys. Okay, so the tournaments. Where is the tournament? Maybe they didn't have it back then. I'm actually unsure, but it looks like they might not have had the statistics. Shit, maybe we can find a way. I don't really think they're World Cup. World Cup, are we going to be able to find it through here? I really want to get all these stats up, guys. So, shit, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to. All records. No, I don't think we're going to be able to find this. Trophy / World Cup. Where's the ODI World Cup? Let's sort it by years. Early 2000s. Like, guys, I'm trying to find the stats here. Can someone give me the statistics, please? Do we have all the tournaments that were played in that year, or... Like, bro, this... Like, ESPN Cricket, step up your game. Bro, seriously? Okay. Sorry, guys. I guess we're not going to be looking at the full stats, the most wickets, series results. Hold on. We might be here. Hold on. Here we go. Oh, my God. Hold on. It was played early in the year in 2000. Here we go. Okay. ICC World Cup. Here we go. We got it. Did we get it? I think we got it, guys. Wait for it to load. Here we go. Bang. Stats. Show me them stats, baby. Show me them stats. Most runs. This is what I'm talking about right here. Yeah! We got it. I hope you all stuck with me because we got it. Okay, the most runs. Sachin Ganguly. Oh, shit. So Ganguly made 3 centuries. And I was saying that he had a bad tournament at the start. Never mind. Ricky Ponting in 3rd. I mean, look at all these averages. Holy shit. Gilchrist, Herschel Gibbs, Adapadu, Andy Flower for Zimbabwe, Matty Hayden, Roy Simons, who only batted 5. Andrew Simons was in the top 10 run scorers of the tournament, and he only batted 5 times. He batted 5 times compared to, let's say, Ricky, who batted 10, or Sachin, who batted 11. Herschel Gibbs only batted 6 times as well, which is a great effort. But Roy Simons, incredible. Damien Martin, Fleming, Jay Saraya, Dravid, Suag. So, yeah, you got the great names above there. Let's go to who took the most wickets. Okay, most wickets here. Okay. Yep, that man, Chandimar Vas, took the most wickets, no surprise. Brett Lee, McGrath, Zahir Khan, Shane Bond, Motherly, Andy Bitchell, Srinath, Neera, Hoggy, Wasim Akram, Akhtar, Harbhajan, Jimmy Anderson, Jay Saraya. So you got some great names up there. So Chandimar Vas took the most wickets, beat Brett Lee by 1. All right, we're going to cap it off here with who took the most catches. And then I'm going to finish off this video because I feel like this video is probably gone for about 40 minutes, if that, which is great. Here we go, most catches. That man, Ricky Ponting, 11 catches. Brett Lee took 8. Mongia, Suag, this guy, Berger from Namibia, De Silva. See here, Khan. All right, that's going to cap it off. The catches don't matter too much. Where's Roy? Hey, there's Roy. Here he is, Roy. He took 4 wickets. Awesome. That's great. That's he took 4 catches. So that's what I meant. Okay, that's what's going to cap it off. Okay, that will cap it off now. That will officially finish off today's video. Hey guys, I hope everyone enjoyed the new series I'm bringing to the channel here. Again, please comment down below what series I should cover in the future. If I should do it quickly, if I should do it quicker, if I should do it longer. You guys just let me know what you want and I'll accommodate. Hey, that will officially cap it off, guys. Australia get the World Cup victory against India in a dominant tournament from Australia and India in the end. Some great names, some great knocks from everyone here, and hey, I miss World Cup cricket. That's going to cap it off, and I'll see everyone in the next one.